In this video, let's see few more real use cases on DataRaptor Load. First one, insert contact with related account. In previous video, I have shown you how we can insert, update or upsert one contact record or multiple contact records. Here, we need to create one contact record along with its related account. So let's start. Create one new DataRaptor post contact account insert. Interface type load. As we want to insert contact along with account record, so select object account, then contact. We need to have some field mapping here as we selected two objects, so there will be separate two field mappings for account and contact. Before field mapping, let me construct input JSON. We need to insert account record, so we need to pass account name as well. Test account. Then we need to have some fields from the contact as well. Last name of the contact. Test contact 1. I need to pass phone value as well. Phone var. Now once we create input JSON, copy it and put in the field section of the input JSON. Now what's the benefit of this? Benefit is, if I want to do field mapping for the account in the input JSON path, you can select one out of these three, and from where it's coming from this input JSON only. It's a account tab, so I want account name var, name field of the account. How we can understand this conceptually? I want to create account record with name test account. So this test account value is with account name var JSON node. I'm mapping this account name variable JSON node to name field of account. Similarly, in the contact, I want to create contact record with this value test contact 1, last name var JSON node. I need to map JSON name last name var to last name field of contact. Once again, I want to create contact record with the phone value 123. This value is associated with phone var, and this phone var I will map to phone field of contact object. So we can avoid any mistake, any spelling mistake while typing this phone var or account var or last name var, because we copied the same names here. Otherwise, we need to go to preview, we need to copy this ACC name var and we need to paste it here, or we need to type it here. But if you follow this practice, it becomes easy. Now, object selection is done, field mapping is done for account, contact. All together we can check here. In the preview, input section is ready, so let's execute. Once DRP runs successfully, it returns contact record ID and account record ID. If we open this contact record is created. The name should be test contact 1. Yes, phone value is 123, but we are not able to see account name here, and that's what we want. We want insert contact with related account, but we are not able to see here. Why so? Because the field mapping is done individually, account record, contact records, and we want on the contact object account ID should be updated with new account. So for that, what we are supposed to do? If we are thinking we can add field mapping in the contact, that we cannot do. The reason is, at the same time we are creating contact and account object. So in the same DRP, we cannot do mapping for the account ID in the contact tab. For that, what we are supposed to do? Account object is selected, contact object is selected. Now there is an option of add link. What is this link says? This link says if you want to update any of the field of the contact object, in this case we want to update account ID field. I want to update account ID field of contact object with ID field of account object. So which object? Account. You will think how this account is coming here because we selected in the first step. Now which field of the account? It's a ID field. How can you understand this conceptually? We are going to update account ID field of contact object with ID field of account, and that's what we want here as well. Once you link this, if you go to the field section in the contact, you will observe one more mapping here, account ID, the same what we did in the object tab. Domain object field account ID of contact object, link with account object and its field ID. Let's try to run this. Let me change the name of the account and contact as well. If we run this, our problem was account name was not getting updated. Now we are expecting that it should get updated. Execute. Let's open this contact. Yes, text contact 2 is created with last name, phone value, and I am able to see account name test account 1, which was not the case previously. Here we are able to see account name as a test account 1. And this way we can create contact records with related account. What's new we did here? Selection of two objects, and most important, linking of account ID with account ID, account object ID. Next, insert multiple contacts with related one account. We need to insert more than one contact record, but related should be only one account. Let's see how can we do this. Now here we need to have multiple contact records, but account name should be only one. Accordingly, we need to create a JSON. To save time, already I created JSON. Let me explain you this. As we want multiple records, 1, 2, 3. So this is a list of records. So I use here list notation. The node name will be contacts. Here account name where this is a one account, 0 to OmniPro account with contact. Same ACC name where I have mentioned here. So we'll be creating different contact, but account will be the same. Let me copy this, replace this. Will this work? No. I explained in the last video as well why this will not work, because in the field mapping we have not done any changes. Field mapping is still as per this input JSON, so we need to replace. Now ACC name where this is a node account name, but this is under contact node. So let's change here contacts ACC name where. Similarly in the contact object as well, last name where contacts colon last name where. This is what expected. In the phone as well, contacts colon phone where. We can see all mapping here as per this input JSON. So let's execute. At this moment, if you see how many contact records we do have two contact records and we do have two accounts as well. Now we're expecting that one account should be created along with these three contacts. Execute. Yes, we are able to see three new contacts are created and one account is created. Let's open one of the contact. Or you can see here as well. Three contacts are created along with the its related account name as well here. You can see here also. Darshan 3 is created with the account name. And if you want to see, you can see another contacts as well. Darshan 1, Darshan 2. This way we can create multiple contacts with one account. One more example. Insert multiple contacts with related multiple accounts. Now we have done with the one account. Now multiple contacts and multiple accounts. So let's see how can we do this. You need not to do any changes in the object, fields or preview. You only need to change input JSON. For example, we need to have multiple contacts. So this is the account 1, multiple contacts with multiple accounts. So this account is changed, account name is changed, last name also you can change to 4. There is some change in data. Similarly here, account name is changed, contact is also changed. If you want, you can keep the same account or same contact, but we want multiple accounts, so let's change it. Now if you observe this, one account 0 to OmniPro 1, here 0 to OmniPro 2, and accordingly contacts also different. We can check here how many contacts we do have now. We have 5 contacts with different account name. We do have 3 accounts with this name. Now we should be able to see update in those records. Let's execute. You can observe here 3 contacts are created along with 3 accounts. So multiple contacts, multiple account. You can observe the changes here as well. 5 contact records already we do have. Now it should increase to 8. 3 are created. You can observe the changes here. Contact name along with account name. Here we had 3 accounts. It should become 6 now. 6. So this way you can create multiple accounts and multiple contacts together along with related account. So we are able to do this third use case as well. You can try for this sample interview questions. Feel free to comment your answer, and if you have any issues, feel free to comment. We will see few more real use cases in the next video. Thank you for watching.